Full Moon January. Welcome, hosts Dustin, and Anna.
So we are back tonight to finally put an end to Full Moon January. That sounded a little more harsh than I meant for it to sound.
It's over!
It's over.
No!
I know. Some were fun, some were not. We're going to have to see.
Most were not.
It's definitely, we're not winning this fight.
We're not.
We'll have to see what we all thought about tonight's pick, the final episode, Robot Wars. And we couldn't do it alone. We had to bring on our brother from Give Me Back My Action and Horror Movies and B Action, where they also covered Robot Jocks. It's Charlie. Welcome back to the Barrens, Charlie. It's Charlie.
I'm back.
Yes!
Last
It's
time
Charlie.
we were here,
It's Cone.
we were talking about fucking... What the fuck were we talking about?
Charlie was on for Violent Night.
Violent Night, that's right.
And
Yeah,
our
the banger
second-
episode.
And our second episode of Tales from the Baron.
With Revenge. Mm-hmm.
Revenge.
Yeah, those were
That was
bangers.
memorable.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that this one's not.
So Charlie, when Anna reached out to Charlie and said, "Hey, which one do you want to do?" He said, "Robot Wars." He goes, "The less good Robot Jocks."
Yeah.
I'm like, you motherfucker, dude. That's accurate.
You also said that if it's the one you're thinking of, you hadn't seen it since you were a kid. And
I had not.
Did that end up being true?
That is very true.
Is there a reason why?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Let's just say 13-year-old Charlie's vindicated today. So yeah.
Oh, okay. He's getting a little spicy.
He's like, get that Robot Wars out of my mouth.
Well, before we jump into what we all thought, let's hop on over to Rotten Tomatoes and see what the critics and viewers thought of Robot Wars. From 1993, by the way.
It's all going to be...
I'm afraid so. And that's just me agreeing with you, not giving any spoilers. Charlie, we will start with you. We will start with the critic score. What do you think the critics rated Robot Wars?
25.
All right, that was quick. Big D.
He knew he had that shit ready.
He's ready. He's thinking about it.
I'm gonna say 16%.
16. Oof. All right, little D.
All right, I'm going to give it a little bit of grace. I'm going to go 30%.
30. Okay. Well, guess what, fellas? It's sitting at a whopping 0.
Oh, it's a 0.
There are no critic ratings for
Well, we know what that means.
Robot Wars. But no, I will give you a hint. There are critic reviews. Or I'm sorry, audience reviews.
Okay.
Over 500 of them. So we'll start with Charlie again. What do you think the audience thought about it?
Audience 29.
Okay. A little bit higher. Big D.
19.
19. Little D.
Oh, all right. This might be full moon heads, and there's a lot of really good full moon out there. This is not it. 12.
12. Alrighty, Charlie got it. He's the closest. It is sitting at
my God.
26%.
heart attack.
26%. I got you back, fucker.
Dude, you like, Charlie got it. I was like, you son of a bitch.
I know my robots. I know my people.
Yeah, right. Well, since you know your people, Charlie, we'll start with you. What's your history with this? I'm excited to hear about 13-year-old Charlie and present Charlie's experience with this.
My history with this begins with that little flick behind Dustin's head called Robot Jocks that I talk about on our episode of B Action. I won't rehash that, but I'll just say we immediately went to the movie rental place to rent Robot Jocks because I'd only caught it on TV. Rented it, loved it. Saw a little movie right next to it called Robot Wars with a giant scorpion and a robot dude on it.
There you go.
And Dad and I were like, next time we're renting that one. We did. We took it home. We watched it, got done with it. And both of us, me at 13, Dad at whatever age, went, that fucking sucked. Like, that was horrible, right? Like, I'm not alone. Dad's like, that was not good. That's nothing like Robot Jocks. Like, were the robots barely in this for you too? I'm like, I thought this was Robot War, not Robot, what is it, Phantom Menace, where it's just nothing but the Senate talking the entire movie about passing legislation. That's what this felt like. Like, get to the shit, guys. Not a passenger airplane scorpion. I'm vindicated because ever since then I went, this movie sucks. Anytime someone's mentioned it, I go, yeah, that one sucks. Don't ever watch it. It pops up on things and I went, no. Anna
Sucks.
picked it and I went, damn it. I kind of have to do this one.
Can't
And
tell
I-
Anna no.
And I don't have the heart to tell her that she is going to be disappointed.
You
Oh,
didn't. He
man.
kept his mouth shut.
I kept it shut. If I had known you guys weren't having as much fun with Full Moon Month, I might have said something earlier, but oh God, this movie's horrible.
It's it was pretty boring, but I'll leave me for last. Lil Dave,
Dude.
what about you? What's your history with this?
This is my first time watching it.
Really? And you've seen all the other full moons, right? Except Pit and the No, you'd already seen Pit and Pendulum.
Yeah,
too.
I've seen that one.
So this was your first time watch of the month.
I did watch it twice though, and
Okay.
I did it because I wanted to, be able to talk more about this movie because it is very, very short. Very
Yeah.
short.
Hour
Did I
20.
enjoy both those watches? Fuck no. Fuck no. But man, doing the podcast, you have to go in there a little bit deeper. First viewing was me just watching it as a person
viewer.
would go watch a movie. And then
Right.
the second one is like, okay, I got to put my podcast brain on now and go and see what I don't like about this movie. And it was about 85% of it, if not more.
Sheesh. Mhm.
The best thing about this is Babs. Come on.
Always.
Always Barbara Crampton, dude. Like who?
She's the best.
Yeah.
I think that's why I ended up picking it, because I was going through the full moon list and I was like, okay, I got to Robot Wars. I was like, okay, sci-fi robots, Barbara Crampton. Put it on the list. That's about as far as my thought went into it.
Yeah.
Is Barbara Crampton on the cover? Like, is that how you seen she was in it, or did you look up IMDb for it?
I was on IMDb. Yeah.
Because this movie is absolutely one of those movies you see the cover of, like Charlie was telling the story, and you're like, "Fuck, that looks cool."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's why we rented it. The
Yeah.
giant robots.
Right.
Okay.
I will say though, the stop motion is
We'll get to
pretty
that.
good.
I'm
it
going to
is.
touch on that. I'm
There
going
are
to talk about that.
there are a few pros, not many, but there are some.
The story
Big D?
though,
Yeah, story for sure. Big
an
D, what about
hour and 11 minutes wasted.
you? Right.
This was a first time watch for me too.
Okay.
Okay.
And I watched it twice. I watched it once. I watched it half of it today, and I listened to the other half while I was working.
Okay.
Because I'll listen to movies just to catch dialogue that I didn't catch while I'm trying to watch movies, and this movie is so hard to pay attention to.
It really
that
is.
I feel like I just had to flip it over just so I can hear it, and I tried really hard. But when Charlie was sitting there telling us the story about him and his dad in the fucking movie store, seeing Robot Jocks and then Robot Wars, my brain immediately went to Grandma buying Revengers, thinking it's the Avengers thing. You know what I mean?
So fucking
yeah, a
funny.
little mix up. Yeah.
Oh my god! Because Robot Wars tried because this is
Same
full,
studio.
right? It's still full moon at this time.
Yeah.
Because this is the end of full moon.
Empire rolls into full moon. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
what you're
Or this was
looking
the end
at.
of Empire. Sorry.
Yeah,
They tried-
93. Yeah.
They tried to do it again, and it did not work. This movie crash and burned.
Mm-hmm.
This movie, Charlie, crash and burn.
Crash and burn, baby.
A different kind of crash and burn.
Oh,
See,
my
it's
God.
all about execution. If you're going to be
perspective.
bad, at least be good at it.
Yeah. Anna, what about you, man?
This was also a first time watch, as I've alluded to a little bit. I was so bored. It was so hard for me to just keep my attention. And I was really just feeling like defeated and like not like so much a sad kind of way, but just like you got to kind of laugh at yourself. I'm just like, oh, full moon's finally over. Finally, we're getting to some like the blood and the guts and all kinds of crazy stuff for February. I'm ready to get back to
Yeah.
that. Like
Hell
we've
yeah.
said, there were ups. Like, man, Castle Freak for me, I should have watched that movie a long time ago. That was a
Mhm.
fucking banger. Subspecies
was.
too, and it was a great conversation with the movie dumpster guys.
Man,
And
the
just
Radu sauce.
Radu sauce. That's like I'll go
Keep
down
Keep
in
an
our,
eye out.
So good.
Keep an
man.
eye out.
go down in
Right.
our history books. But
Mhm.
yeah, a lot of flops. And old Babs, she was great, and I always love seeing her in anything she's in. But even she couldn't save it for me.
All right, so here's the question. So we watched all these movies this month, right?
Mhm.
And we always go back to Pit. Would you watch this movie over Pit, or would you go and watch Pit again over this one?
I'd go back and watch Pit, man. I really would.
I'm gonna lay. Ugh, I'm
You're talking about
Face.
I'd watch the robots again. I'm not gonna lie. Pit and Pendulum sucks.
Yeah. I've already said it. I've watched this movie twice. I watched Pit and the Pendulum once. That's already saying more. I have no desire to go back to Pit and the Pendulum.
Yeah, Pit and Pendulum is terrible.
But Robot Wars is a very close second for not going back to, dude. It's not good. Subspecies and Castle Freak are where it was at. Puppet Masters sequels.
I know
Where
that's
it's
what
at.
Parker was saying too. It's
Two and up.
2 through 5. Yeah.
2 and
2
up.
through 5. Because 3 is when my boy comes in, dude. 6-shooter. Once he enters the ring, he's fucking. Is he in 2?
No.
Oh,
2.
'cause he's in 3. That's what I'm saying. That's where my boy comes in.
My boy Torch comes in
yeah.
in 2. That's my man right there.
But no.
Yeah.
What about you? I mean, would you watch Pit over this or?
Oh, fuck, dude. I've already watched it twice, like you're saying, and I don't know if I could sit through Pit again. I would have to maybe go to like the middle where things start getting a little wonky.
That's cheating, though. At least
yeah,
Robot
that's-
Wars is an hour and 11 minutes.
That's what
And
I'm
Yeah.
saying.
God,
You're in and
You're
out with
out.
this movie.
But I'm
Yeah.
also saying with Pit, you get a lot more going on. But this
What?
one, like
This
And
has
there's also it's like shocking scenes too that like makes me like kind of the degenerate
sure.
in me like get sucked in and be like what's
I
happening?
don't know if I want to keep watching
Dude.
people sitting in a fucking like tube.
Dude, there's espionage in this.
Yeah,
there's what is Charlie? What is it called? The not fencing. It's the Japanese wood stick. I looked it up. It's
Wood
oh,
sticking.
like it's like
Kendo.
Kendo
Kendo.
or Kimpo. It's one of
Kimpo is
those
Kimpo is this, right?
All right, so it's Kendo with the
Kendo.
B. Yeah.
There's martial arts in this. There's wannabe one-liners, and I fucking love one-liners. And
Yeah. I mean,
when-
the main
there-
guy, Drake, like he
Yeah.
was. I enjoyed him for like what he could bring.
What you talk about when he gets rocked in the mouth by Barbara Crampton? When he looks at her, he's like, "You know
He's
what?
being
You've
a
been."
fucking asshole.
He's like, "You've been bad. It looks like you need to be spanked." And what?
I know. At that point, I was like, "What did he just say to her?" This was PG. This was rated PG, by the way. This is one of those
Yeah.
movies before we got the PG-13 rating that people probably complained about to some degree or another.
PG-13 was allowed. This is 93.
Oh, was it?
This is 94,
oh, wait,
yeah.
God, for some reason, I'm
80
thinking it's an
84.
80s movie. Yeah, for
Yeah.
some reason.
It's-
I was
we
thinking
were
83.
We thought the same thing with Puppet Master. Like this is an '80s movie, and it's not.
Yeah.
It's like '91, right?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
they
It
have
has
like
that
a
feel.
weird. They have this
And Barbara,
weird
too.
like way of how they shoot things to make it feel like it's still in the '80s, like it was already kind of made in the
Mhm.
'80s, and then they
Yeah.
poured it over to the '90s, and you're like, well,
Yeah,
here it
this-
is.
I don't know what they. Well, there it was. It was the 90s. That's usually kind of our go-to. We said that on Ace Ventura. It was the 90s.
This movie had everything Full Moon doesn't do in it. There is little to no blood in it. The violence is watered down. You have Barbara Crampton in this movie taking a shower, and you don't show it.
No
Yeah.
boobies.
No boobies.
But it's because they're trying to appeal to a 13-year-old Charlie.
Bingo.
That's
they
what this
failed.
and they
I
failed.
need boobs.
Miserably.
This movie, they think that like when Charlie and Mickey and I talked about it, they're like, yeah, there's nudity. I'm like, there's butt,
Bare ass
Honey.
butt, though.
bare ass.
think-
That's about yeah, hiney.
Yeah.
There's bare ass in this movie, and this is rated PG, I think.
It is
Oh,
Pretty
really?
sure. Yeah, but there's
Dang.
also people, dude. There's
There's a lot of blood.
the prime minister that's in this movie, the Japanese fella, is
The
in
Sato.
Sako in this, but that dude gets his brains blown out in this, and you see it
Dang.
like point blank, pow,
Yeah.
and it's rated PG. You
Yep.
know, and it's just it's weird, man.
Interesting.
But like Anna said, there are pros to this movie. One being Barbara Crampton. Charlie said the runtime being an hour and 10 minutes long.
hmm
That is the saving grace of this
Yes.
movie.
That's
Is
fair.
it being
100%.
that short, you're in and out.
It probably
There are
could have been
some-
shorter though.
I think it was fine when it comes to the time.
Stop motion.
There were. Let's get to that.
Yes.
David Allen We've
Bingo.
talked about him
All month.
month.
All month.
And I'm going to say this, Charlie, this robot's stop motion mirrors this movie, dude. Like when, oh, get the fuck out of here. When that scorpion's walking,
That's cool.
it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
But I was really paying attention because we just did Robot Jocks, and I went, man, you could tell that he was on a time crunch. You could definitely see where they were.
Definitely. For all
they
full
were
moon movies.
They were skipping steps. They were not doing, to the level of Robot Jocks, even though they were trying their damnedest to make this like a clone or a sequel. I'm surprised they didn't name it Robot Jocks 2. I know it got released a couple places under that title, but it's definitely not.
Oh, interesting.
No.
Yeah.
Anna, do you have IMDb pulled up or no?
I do. What you need?
What was the budget for this movie? If it'll tell you.
Also, it was cool to see Lisa Rinna in this, and probably one of her very first movie roles.
Yep.
Is that the friend?
Yeah, her friend.
The journalist.
Oh, yeah.
The reporter.
If he can talk, I'm getting into his pants.
His pants.
Is that how you're talking about?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Oh,
So IMDb doesn't have a
Rotten
budget on
Tomatoes
there.
sometimes does, but
Let me check Rotten Tomatoes. I've still got
it's
them
very
pulled up.
rare. For these like full moon movies, it's so hard to get a budget for. I wonder if they maybe just try to hide it.
It's
But everybody knows
minuscule.
it's super low budget.
Yeah, low budget.
Yeah.
Let me Google it.
Now they did have the things
I
watching
just
it
Googled
now
it, yeah.
that I'm not being a kid. I was like, it's got a fairly decent cast because I now know who Barbara Crampton is. It has the guy that played Sato in Karate Kid Part 2. It has the guy that played Chosen in Karate Kid Part 2. That was his side guy, Sing or
Sing
whatever.
Sing.
That's
Just one
Chosen.
sing. One sing.
Dude,
Because-
when,
Calls him
Sing
Sing
later.
after.
Yep.
dude, when
And-
he's like, what are you doing? He goes, oh, the guy likes to see this. He goes, shut up. Oh, I like to see. Oh my god, dude, that shit was so fucking funny.
There is some pretty good comedic moments in this. I will say, there's some
Remember
good
the
things.
elbow!
Yeah, that was. I did chuckle at that. That made me chuckle.
Dude, Charlie, continue what you were saying though. I'm sorry.
No, and then Drake. This is really weird. This was not planned whatsoever with the other two shows, but there's so many crosses that have happened between Gimme Back, Barons, and B Action because the lead in this is the lead in Rolling Vengeance that we just did over on B
That's
Action.
where I fucking knew him from,
Yeah.
dude.
So
If you guys haven't seen Rolling
Witchy
Vengeance,
things.
go watch.
it's amazing
I'll have
It's
to check it out.
Batman with a monster truck.
Yeah. where this guy can actually act in.
Oh
And-
my god, I knew he looked familiar,
Yeah.
dude. I couldn't put my fucking finger on it.
And Sato was in Robot Jocks, which is also Empire, but we also did Barbara Crampton movie with Chopping Mall this
Just
year.
recently, yeah.
Just recently done that. So there's like all of these little threads tying into the shitty fucking movie. But yeah, nothing was going to save this. It's shitty dialogue, shitty script writing.
Yeah.
Like what is happening? They're trying to take the storyline from Robot Jocks, which is two giant robots fight for territory. Instead of wars, each country has a robot and a champion, and they go fight. Who wins gets territory. Now we're kind of already in Northern Hemisphere, Central Hemisphere. There's bandits running around. And this entire thing is like, what the fuck is Sato stealing a fucking robot for?
Because it's
Why?
cool.
Is it?
He's stealing it because
Yes.
this robot isn't anywhere else in the world.
It's
Like,
the only one. Yeah.
It's the one they're trying to pitch to these people to get the funds to create more of them.
Yeah,
Well,
mini
they're
ones.
making
On-
mini ones.
Mini,
so it's like,
smaller.
Take,
Yeah.
take the mini ones. Why do you need the giant one? This is
The alpha.
but
Yeah.
every generation should be better. You
That's
know, it's
true.
like,
Look at the PlayStation.
yeah, give me 20 scorpions over one scorpion. I'll take it. You know, it's
Yeah.
nonsensical plot. You know,
Charlie,
that's driving this thing.
is this Scorpion better than the Scorpion King?
Yes,
Yeah.
this scorpion's better than
Good.
Rock Scorpion. This Scorpion is cool. I mean, the design. I know Dustin hates multi-legged robots.
Okay, I'm gonna define this. This one was cool because it's a leisure vehicle. Like, this is transport. This is point A to point B vehicle with some type of defense on it. Some type. That's all it has. It's not built to fight people like the fucking robot or the Jaeger from Pacific Rim or old Alexander's 8-legged fucking,
His jocks. It's what
His
eight
jock.
for.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, and the robot
blowing it
cock,
up
yeah.
before.
Yeah,
And
the
robot
chainsaw dick.
This was definitely lacking in chainsaw dick.
That's what was
really
missing.
was.
But I like the idea of this robot being a form of transportation, because in my brain it made me feel like outside was too toxic, but at the same time we get to see people out there roaming around, so I'm like, then what's the point? Like, why don't they just fly? Or
Because it's not safe to cross the desert because of those people out there.
But this is the
bandits.
crazy thing, is at the end of this movie, right? Drake and his sidekick go to this place where they had to take the robot for, and this magically appear there. Did you guys catch on to that too?
Well, they lay that out. Like, Stumpy's like, yeah, I remember tale of my grandpa telling me about this story of him building this robot and having to hide all the parts like Ivan Ooze did in fucking Power Rangers movie. And we have to go get it because that's the only robot that can fight this other only robot.
Yeah.
Like, there's one robot in this fucking world.
It's Mark 1 versus Mark 2 is what it
essentially,
is. Yeah. So, but that also doesn't... Go ahead, Aaron. Sorry.
I was just going to say, I kind of thought of Star-Lord in that moment with the Guardians, like how they kind of had a ship that wasn't necessarily the best, and they're going up against all these, different kind of crafts that are much bigger and badder than they are. And he's like, I don't care, I'm going in. That's just where my mind kind of went at that moment.
It made you have to stretch your belief that they buried the first robot for whatever reason, but yet they built the second one and now it's the only one. Like, you can't build a robot and just hide it in this society. It's really weird. And they also were like, well, we're going to go get this gun. The whole time Stumpy's like, there's a gun that we can fight the Scorpion with. And that's how it was like, okay, go in this door. Oh, wait, this looks like a cockpit. Okay, well, let's see if the gun works. Let's make sure it's attached. Oh, shit, we need more power. Oh, now, wait, there's a whole fucking robot here. I'm like,
the whole thing is here.
Like, I'm like, oh, come on, guys. You're just not selling it for me.
It's like when Victor Frankenstein finds his grandfather's laboratory. But, Charlie, what gun were they looking for? Is it a gun that's appeared in many other movies?
No, it's not that gun.
Because that's the gun they should have had.
They should have had that. They'd have
that would have made it a little bit better.
Yeah.
And the reason that everybody appears on them is it gave off an energy signature. So that was like, everyone's like converging on this beacon basically once they started fucking around with it. So that's where they're all like running in on it, and you have and Sato's working with there's a name for them. I said it's to Dustin. Centros. Now Sato's working with the Centros, but doesn't speak their language.
Speak English.
Speak English. Killed Sing Sing. I don't know what to tell you. I was like, oh no.
Dude, when he shoots that new Jaeger pilot in the dick, it's good stuff. He's like, you know what? Joke's on you. Pew pew, and gets
bowls.
That guy knew nothing of personal space, because when that guy's trying to show him how to work shit, and then they go back where the guy's on it, and he's like, "What the fuck? What you do? This is really cool. Yeah, I like that."
And then you just see.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to get on the feet.
Give him a little moochie.
I'm waiting for you to be like, "Back the fuck up, bro. Just sit down,
dude. Just
bubble."
You have a chair.
Just rip one right in front of him, and he'll back the fuck up. I promise. But I sent Anna and Charlie this picture, and it fucking killed me because I loved how meta it was when they get off the Scorpionox for the first time, and it shows them walking in front of that movie theater. And it says, Puppet Master 54. Dude, shit.
I love that, how they're like making fun of themselves.
The shark still looks fake.
Still looks fake.
Dude, that was so fucking good, man.
So good. very self-aware, and I appreciate that for them
I do
being
too.
like that.
I do too. They know they're in on the joke because they made the joke. Like it's not like
Right.
people. That's why they keep doing what they're doing today because they don't give a fuck. Which so kudos to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That was good
So
shit.
I feel like we're highlighting a lot of negatives
Mhm.
on this film.
Yeah.
Is there any positives you guys can pull out that you like?
No.
I can actually, because it kind of converted from we kind of like strayed away from the what I was gonna say earlier was David
Yeah,
Allen.
because we were hitting them. That's what I was about to say. We
Yeah.
were talking pros.
Yeah, man, David Allen. Like I said, this scorpion in here looks fucking beautiful when it walks.
Yeah, I like stuff like that.
And Barbara Crampton is, and this again, she's acting her ass off because she is the most enjoyable character in this movie.
Yeah.
She has the most going on for her. Like she not only is she like at the beginning this fucking scientist that has like all of these samples that somehow miraculously get broken.
Well,
like
because they weren't strapped in. It's like she just tossed them in the fucking briefcase.
Yeah.
Just-
and it's like
No padding.
Yeah, nothing.
No little
We are-
slots in the briefcase. Sorry, Dustin. Go ahead.
no, it's okay. No, we weren't shown the fact that she was carrying this until the shit was broken too. It's like,
Right.
how
Yeah.
are we supposed to know how important was that to you? Better yet, how important is that to the story?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it
Until
has
after
nothing,
the fact.
nothing.
I
to
gotta
do
go
with the
grab
fucking
more
story.
dirt.
Yeah, dude.
Dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I need. There's something underneath here because of said dirt.
Dirt.
Yeah, she's thinking there's this whole huge conspiracy theory that she's trying to prove.
She's back there
And
with fucking
all
yarn
she's-
strings.
All she's basically
You're the Charlie
done
Day.
is figured out that they buried a robot or some shit. Like I still don't 100% know what she found.
There
What
was
is this? What is this shadow right here? It's like in the shape of a robot.
there's
I
like
think-
barrels
Is
and
it-
stuff down there.
It could be
Charlie-
like
Charlie,
not be anything
toxic
else
waste.
but a
Charlie,
robot.
Charlie, is that a fist? Is it
might
from
be.
from Hands of Steel when they're trying
Hands
to
of
figure
What is that weapon?
I don't that? It doesn't
I
look
was-
like anything I know.
Because
Hey,
She
you're a
goes-
journalist. Yeah, I'm here visiting a friend.
Yeah.
just don't be recording me or anything like that. I'm
And
like,
she,
wow.
she's holding her Gale Weathers bag. I'm not.
She
Yeah.
was very Gale Weathers in this. Good point.
Except
I like
she didn't
her.
have the
And the
bangs.
thing is-
Thank God.
It didn't even go anywhere. It's like, okay, I'm gonna bring my friend, and we're gonna go away from this group. Oh, they won't know we're leaving because they obviously had no idea that you split away from the group.
They're like, who?
And then they go into this thing like, I swear there's something down here. Did you hear a noise? Oh,
I gotta go. Whoa, and then run off, dude.
are we gonna get
So-
back? Oh, my friend's not back. Well, she's gotta wait a few more hours for them to come back, and she's over here being hunted by these Centroids, and it's like, and then she
Look,
just has a giant gun.
Yeah, she's packing, and that's the best
Dude.
thing about that
And
entire
she's a good
segment.
shot too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
She-
no
takes out a few of 'em.
stormtrooper syndrome with her.
they're like, Barbara, quit shooting them in the dick. That's all she's done is shot everyone in the dick.
Good for
Dude,
her.
she should be shooting like Steven Seagal, dude, where he's got the fucking
Just
one hand just waving it, dude.
Just one-handed.
But man,
Oh man,
now that you brought up that this is the same dude from Rolling Vengeance, it's like
His dome's blown.
I wish that it was just so much better because what the time we spend with him is we're either watching him try to suggest what he should do better. He's not going to disobey orders. He comes up, the Sato's like, come up here and spar with me. And he goes, okay. Wow! And smacks him like as soon as he walks up there.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't think that's in the rules, bro.
That's not how you do it.
Knocks him on his ass. Like as soon as he walks up to him, I was like, damn. Okay.
Dude. But I like that we kind of got a tease of their history because they know each other.
Yeah.
They know each other before this.
from
They're like,
school or some shit like that. What was it?
like he's the guy that he smacked down is the guy that taught him how to do that.
Oh,
Like,
his teacher.
he
That's
go-
right. That's right.
Yeah, he goes, yeah, it was an elective, and when I took it in school, I got a C in it, bro. And dude, I'm like, all right. And then he goes up there and just knocks him down, and Sato's just like laying there looking at him, like, get up and fucking fight this man. You sat there and just whooped this other dude's ass.
Oh, he's
Like,
gonna
I don't-
fight him later.
He
Mhm.
does.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the movie, he's just fucking trashed, dude.
Yeah, drinking.
He's
and-
trashed. He only drinks the good tequila, the tequila, the only good one with the worm in it.
Top
Yeah.
shelf.
And
I
also,
thought he was really drunk. Is
what
my
the fuck was
problem.
the point of them going out again? They're like, oh, we're trying to find him, but they're outside shooting, or he's like, now he's taking a nap underneath fucking
He's
rubble.
a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. He shot every one of those dudes in the back. I'm like, that's dick move, bro. I don't care if they're bad guys or not. Shot every one of those guys in the back. And I'm like, fuck you. That's bullshit.
What would John Wayne say? Geronimo!
Oh, Geronimo.
No, he doesn't say Geronimo. What does he say? It's another little catchphrase.
We
like
just said
that.
it earlier.
Oh, what? Remember the Alamo?
Remember the Alamo.
Remember the Alamo, because he says that
remember
twice.
the Alamo. Oh, he says it twice.
He says
Look.
it twice at the beginning and at the end of the movie. He says it.
I could not pay attention to anything that wasn't lasers or robots in this fucking
Mhm.
movie.
Well,
Like
even when they're-
dialogue, I'm just like, I don't care. Shut up and give me more robots.
Dude, and then after like the whole Barbara Crampton part where she's like, yeah, that driver was just a big old asshole and all this and that, and he's all hunched over, all cool and shit. And he
Yeah.
goes, so you think I'm an asshole? Then they get into their altercation. And what's this dude's name? Stumpy?
Yeah, I believe so. It's like Stumpy.
It's Stumpy. Yep. He goes, man, she sure do got a sweet pair of puppies under that sweater she's wearing.
I was like, oh, God.
And then this asshole's like, you better watch your mouth. She's going to bear my children one day. I'm like, dude, you don't even fucking know her, man.
Presumptuous much?
But see, he was even going, wow, she's got a nice pair of lips. That's what he kept saying
lips.
before Stumpy said the sweater thing. And I'm like, you're both pieces of shit. Like,
Yeah.
this
Oh,
is-
yeah.
He deserved to get rocked right in the mouth. And then at the end, which it didn't help the fact that Barbara Crampton kept calling him Lover Boy
But-
at the end of the movie.
she's a good actress. I do like
Yeah,
Barbara Crampton.
I was
I'm not
thinking of
that-
Taylor Swift.
She could not hide that I think she really did not like that dude. That end kiss looked like she's like, I better get paid extra for this shit.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
kisses
I
him.
bet
Right,
he was
so,
arrogant.
She gave them an ultimatum. It's like, you either see my boobs or I kiss him.
Yeah.
Right.
Which one do you?
You're
Which
not
one's-
getting both, buddy.
Yeah.
That's it.
This is PG or R. You make the call right now.
that's
Yeah,
it.
and it was like trying to set him up for, because right off the bat, he comes in hot. He's not likable. He's saying foul stuff to this woman. And like, we don't like him. He's an asshole. So
Mhm.
then it's trying to set him up to be the hero. And it's like in the end, he's redeemed because he saves the day. But everything was so climactic that at that
Yeah.
point I was
Yeah.
like, he didn't do too much. You know, I
No.
think Barbara, if she had gotten out there and tried to drive that robot, she would have been just as successful.
Yeah.
Dare I say.
Yeah.
There
And,
are
and they look over and it says autopilot's on.
right.
Mhm.
Old dude knew what buttons to push on a robot he's never been in before. I thought that was convenient.
Yeah.
But honestly, there are no likable characters in this movie. The president or whatever the hell he is a giant piece of shit in this
Yeah.
movie. Like, he's like, fuck the passengers. They signed a waiver. Go fight those assholes. Oh, it's just a training mission. That's all it was, everyone. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's
no
like-
worries.
Yeah, I kind of like the journalist lady, but she's a non-character for me. She didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Barbara is just there so they can say Barbara Crampton's in the movie.
Yeah.
That's all she's doing. She's not doing
She does
anything
the most.
really.
She does the most out of all the characters in the movie, though. Like her
But it's nothing though. She does the
And-
most,
of nothing.
but
exactly.
it's nothing.
Yeah.
And that's not a dig on Barbara at all. That's just nothing you did helped the end of this movie or progress the story or did anything.
Right.
And other than Stumpy having a couple of funny lines, he's actually just as big a piece of shit as Drake was.
Mhm.
You know, it's like, I almost just rather would root for Sato and Chosen the entire time because I like those two actors. That's
Mhm.
all but now he's at least laughing and having fun as he's murdering people and
Yeah.
threatening hostages. He's having
Yeah.
a ball
Having
driving.
fun in this.
Dude, he had that grin on his face like they wouldn't let me do this with robot chops. I'm running this spider. I don't know why he's shooting a building out in the middle of the desert for no apparent
A
reason.
pyramid or some shit that has
Like-
something in it.
What's in there, bro?
I don't know, but you brought him up, and I kind of want to talk about him. And it's the director of this program. The interaction that him and wannabe hero have in this when he's like, I would have, not have done that shit. I would have disobeyed your orders. And that fucking director comes at him and goes, "You're cruising for a bruising, mister."
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Real
like,
serious.
are you fucking Kaneki right now?
Wait, are you thinking?
Oh my god, dude! And what is? Charlie. Maybe you can explain the comeback to me. But he like old not heroes. Like, yeah, did you and your mom do some bullshit like that? I don't remember exactly what the fuck he said though. But that's what it said he was gonna. He's cruising for a bruising. But he's like, did you and your
remember?
He goes, did you and your what made it stick in my mind is he slaps his fucking forearm like it's supposed to mean something.
You just stick it to your mom or something? I
No,
don't know.
he
I
said
watched this
that-
twice and I don't remember what you're talking about.
It's when they're arguing and he gets relieved of his duties. That's why he's gone for half the movie.
Yeah, he goes drinking, right?
Was there a robot in the scene and or laser guns? Because if there wasn't, I didn't give two shits about what was happening on the screen.
Oh, but I thought it there was no chemical warfare in this either, right? Like it was.
Nope.
They talk about it.
Yeah, they did talk
Yeah.
about they use this. They want these robots because there's like a chemical something they got to use them to get through the fields or something, and that's why also they
Okay.
wanted the big robot to go through these chemical fields because it's like hazardous or some shit.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
all I remember.
Yeah, that's all I remember too. Because that's what I remember.
Non
there's a
story
pyramid
driving.
That's
Yeah.
got something in it, and
Don't know what's
That's
There's
in
a
it.
it.
lot of stuff that's mentioned and put in this script as some kind of backstory or plot or whatever, but we
you gotta
never
watch the
see it.
sequel.
Man, they talk about launching a rocket, right? Like, there's a part in there where they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna launch this rocket at him." Because I had something lined up in my fucking brain that Carl Weathers was down there trying to get the fucking chemical off the top.
There's a rocket at the beginning which starts everything off that because they're like, oh, maybe a rock hit it or something, and they go and oh no, it looks like because it's just a computer generated image.
Yeah,
And it shows
okay.
it's
well, there's
damaged.
something there actually.
There's something there, and then that's where those other dudes are out there with a pretty cool ass tank that looked like it was straight out of GI
Oh,
Joe.
that's what it was. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
That tank was pretty badass. And I was like, man, the Scorpion should be able to step on it. Like, what? Why are
And
we dragging
it's-
this out so long?
It's they're concerned with its firepower. I'm like, yeah, Charlie's saying like that truck size compared to this giant Scorpionox is like little to none. Like it
Yeah.
can easily step on that bullshit and not even have to worry about the
but
damage
there's
it's trying to take
passengers.
on its feet.
Passengers.
Wah,
Yeah,
wah.
shoot
How-
lasers at it. It's totally
how-
fine for the passengers.
How uncomfortable would that ride be too? Because you're sitting there feeling that shit as it's trying to fucking walk. And
Dude,
whoa.
this
Like
was-
it's like a wooden roller coaster.
This
Oh,
was
my
Star
God.
Trek, the original series lines of effects. We're going through an asteroid field. They're going-
Ah.
Act
There's-
like you're moving around, like you're hitting
I
stuff
was waiting
in
to
the,
see
in the
people-
space.
I was waiting
Yeah.
to see people going the opposite of each other. Like one's going that way, one's going like get in unison, everyone. It's one big machine.
Yeah,
You got a
yeah,
stabilizer, so that way you don't shake. That's
Like
what-
it didn't even show him moving that much when the robot walks over and rips the passenger piece, which is a cool stop motion effect, and I'll give it
Mhm.
that.
I thought they were
when
gonna
he-
throw that. I was like, they're just gonna.
For a
I was
split
like, this guy.
second. But he
It's
sets
got,
it
it's got
down.
little parachutes.
That'd have been all- Actually, it needs little legs. You pull it off, and little tiny Scorpion takes off running.
It's like a scarab. Yeah.
Ah, that would
There
have
you
been
go.
awesome.
Oh,
Didn't have
man.
enough budget for
Oh,
that. Sorry.
Oh, no budget for
They
any more
learned.
Scorpion.
They learned the first time. They don't have enough budget for robots.
God. And also, what's hurting them is this is straight up Charles Band doing this.
Yeah.
This isn't Stuart Gordon.
No.
Stuart Gordon did Robot Jocks. He
Mhm.
understood it. He had a passion for it.
Wait, he
That was-
directed Robot Jocks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Stuart Gordon did?
Yeah.
Okay, now I gotta watch it. Say
what?
Yeah.
Okay.
But this one's straight up Charles Band doing it. And I mean, he tries to do every fucking thing. And I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that's what's hurting this is he's trying to do it all.
Yeah.
Realized how expensive the robots were and went, fuck, we need a story. We
Yeah.
need something in the middle of the two robot fights. And it just
Here,
As
Barbara
an
Crampton, here's
afterthought.
this gun.
Yes.
Go nuts.
Yeah.
Do something.
Oh,
Do
we
something.
have the giant robot now. Our fight is going to last 2 minutes, and nothing is going to happen.
This is the most anticlimactic final battle I've ever seen in a robot
What?
movie.
Mhm.
Fire the titty gun! And he fires the titty gun, and the scorpion doesn't work anymore. That's all it was. He's like, oh, I got something for your ass. And it's dead.
That's it. That's it.
No explosion. Sato's not in a bloody pulp. Sato
Fire!
didn't get disintegrated.
Fire the Cramptons! Oh my god, dude. But no, now thinking about it, when Barbara Crampton is running away from what were they called again?
Centros.
I just wanted Benny Hill music.
Yeah.
Go through one door, they go through another one, they do Scooby-Doo back and
Yeah, the
forth a little
Scooby-Doo,
bit.
yeah.
They turn around, dude.
She's wearing a Centro outfit, they're wearing her outfit. It'd have been hilarious.
Swapping out.
That stupid guards like,
Bicycle helmet on.
dude, those bicycle helmets, what the fuck, man? Everyone is wearing a toddler-sized bicycle
And these
helmet.
black ass goggles.
Oh
my
my god, dude.
God, this is so bad.
Well, what do
Alright.
you guys think? Do we have anything else, or should we
I-
rate
I'm
it?
all robot out, I think.
It's
I,
bad.
I'm more than roboted out. I'm full mooned out.
Amen. Me too.
no, we gotta
Preach
do.
it.
We need to get one more full moon in here to wash our mouth.
We might have something adjacent to it coming up in March.
Yeah, we'll see.
And by
Oh, okay.
might, I mean it's on the list, so it's happening.
Okay, heard.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, let's start with Charlie. What are you rating Robot Wars?
How many do we go over here? Almost so many
5.
shows. 5. This is 1.5.
That's fair.
It's the scorpion and the carrot.
That's
passenger.
all it is. I sent Dustin a picture earlier. I always remember. And it's probably why I rented this movie. I had a little toy called Zoids, and they were wind-up robots that, you know, little dudes sitting in the head of a scorpion. There was dinosaur shapes, everything. And I know that's why I rented this, and I have a fond memory of that. So, yeah, it's only for the robot design, not for anything really else about the robots. Just the design alone is
Right.
1.5.
Alrighty. Big D.
All right, so I'm doing this thing this year. I started doing it last year where I don't give anything a 0.5 rating. Like it's,
Yeah.
it's one, it's like all or none.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm in the same boat as Charlie. This is a fucking 1, dude. Like this movie is the only pro it had is it's an hour and 10 minutes.
That helps so much in
And-
this.
Of course, I mean David Allen going to do what he can do, you know. But other than that, the time frame is what saved this movie for me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's fair. Little D.
All right. Well, I'm not going to be like you. I'm going points, and this is fucking 0.25, my guy. This is like
my
bad.
god,
This is
Less
bad.
than a 1.25?
dude!
like 1/4 of a star?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
point 0.25, man. This is.
Damn.
I
half
I know I
star
watched
in
it
10.
twice, and
Yeah.
I regret watching it twice. It was not
Wow.
good. I tried to be like put myself in the mind to be like, just enjoy it, just fuck everything, just going here, have a fun time. And I couldn't do it. I could not pull away from that because there was nothing in there that grabbed me at all. Like I
Yeah.
was like, oh, maybe the sets are gonna be cool. No, they're all fucking trash. Oh, we're gonna go in the basement, and it's just like this does not feel full moon. All the other full moons that we have done, they've at least had a cool setting, right?
Mhm.
Even if the story was complete dog shit, setting was great,
Yeah.
amazing backdrops and everything. This had nothing.
That's fair.
25.
That's fair.
Yeah, Anna, what
Don't
about
watch this.
Don't watch it.
Don't
If you
watch
listen
it.
to this and you just like to hear people review stuff and not watch it like Charlie does, don't watch it. Trust us.
Don't watch it.
We are professionals.
But Anna, what about you?
I'm giving this a 1/2 star.
Okay.
It was
Charlie, you were generous, Charlie.
I
Yeah.
guess I was robots, man. I guess.
Yeah, robots. That was the selling point. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was hoping for more, but I was just, like I said, I was just bored. It was a slog. Good on it that it was so short because I got
Yeah.
out quicker, but
Yeah.
I mean, good on David Allen as well for doing the stop motion and all the effects and stuff, which that was great, but that's still not enough to keep me interested and to want to watch it again.
No, I'll go another 30 years before I ever watch this movie.
I don't need to watch
Wait,
it
what's
again.
that? Oh, Charles Band just tweeted they're doing Robot Wars 10.
10? Yeah.
Robot Wars 54?
There were so many other robot movies on Tubi that I would have rather given a shot than watch this one again. I did this for Anna, and because it lined up so well with what we were doing, I was willing to go, maybe young me was wrong. Young me was wise beyond his years.
You know what? I'm going to clap for him.
That's
Yeah,
right.
little
No.
Charlie.
Little
I'm clapping
Charlie.
for him, man.
Little Charlie knew what was up when it come to giant robot movies. He was a pro after watching Robot Jocks.
Hell yeah.
Nothing's touched it until Pacific Rim. That it's still one of the best robot movies ever.
I need to
And
check
there
it out.
is
It's really
there
good.
is technically a sequel to it. It's not. It's actually called Crash and Burn. There's one after this. That's still done by the people, and it's better than Robot Wars, but
There you go.
definitely not better than Robot Jocks. So
No.
Interesting. Well, that does it for the end of Full Moon. Like I said, I'm excited, guys. I'm excited to get into some different stuff and
Me too.
And
All
have
my
a breath
hands
of
to
fresh
get
air.
Wet.
I know.
Gross.
and sticky. I want to be like at some gore and shit happening.
Wet and
But-
sticky. Fuck
Yes.
yeah.
That's gets gross. but it's accurate. Charlie, what do we have going on over at Give Me Back My Action and Horror Movies? What is coming up this week?
nothing. We're taking a month off.
Oh, are we? Oh,
Yeah.
damn. I did
Lots
all this
more
shit
Robot
for
Wars.
nothing.
Yeah. Do I want to watch Robot Wars instead? No, we are doing
Could you imagine?
our annual shortest month of the year. We give it to Pete, and we give him Pete month, where he picks all of the movies in his own flavor, his own flair. Gotta say that so far he's starting pretty good with me. I'm enjoying it for the most part.
Cruel Jaws was the anomaly for us. When I told him I how much I liked RRR and I was messaging him, he was like, I knew you had my back. Cruel Jaws was an anomaly. And I was like, yeah, you're right, dude. Because I
Star Wars
hated it.
theme, man.
Yep, Star
Gosh,
Wars
crazy.
team. And the Hard Ticket to Hawaii is what we're kicking it off with. And I'll just say this right now, Nate is not having a good time.
Oh, he's
So,
so
we'll
sad.
just
He's so
Let
sad.
everyone know right now, and we
He's
still don't know what
grumpy.
the final one is. But yeah, that's what's happening over on the big show.
Hell yeah. Big D, what's going on at Flicks and Friends? What letter are y'all on?
Well, they said we're on a hiatus.
I
We're taking a break.
need a break.
When this comes out, we will have done the letter C, and the letter C is for Cool Runnings Man.
Mon.
Oh, it's such a blast. We had Joshy from the Evil Deaths on. Ton
Very
of fun.
nice.
But little inside baseball. After this episode airs and the letter D comes on, Barons is coming on for a little movie called Dog Soldiers.
Fuck yeah, man.
Aroo.
Way
So
better
excited.
than this fucking movie.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's such a banger. I'm so
Dude,
excited.
I'd rather watch Neil Marshall's Hellboy over this movie.
Oh,
For
okay.
sure.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
He's like,
But-
yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But no, that's what we got cooking. Over on B Action, we have Christopher Lambert.
Yeah, we did Beowulf.
Beowulf is coming out.
Yeah.
I
And-
remember that movie.
Oh my god.
Oh,
you're,
man.
You're missing out if you need to rewatch it.
What
Ton of
year
fun.
did it come out?
This is
99.
1999.
I remember that. Man, it's been
Christopher
a long
Lambert.
time since I've seen that.
Not the CG one, everyone. The one
Yeah,
that was
not-
before that.
Yeah.
This is sci-fi, post-apocalyptic. It's
Futuristic.
a lot of
Yeah.
futuristic. A lot of fun.
I remember that
Yeah.
movie. Wow.
And then we're closing out the month with American Ninja. So it's gonna be a ton of fucking
Ooh.
fun. So
Dudikoff.
Dudikoff, baby. But yeah, that's all we got cooking for all the shows.
Very nice.
Little
Little D, what we got going on over here?
What don't we have going on over here?
That seems
Seriously.
to be the case with us most often. We're just
Like-
that good.
We have people asking us like, how the fuck do you manage to do like 20 episodes a week?
Well,
It's
well,
like-
we keep them short, sweet, to the point. That helps.
Yes. Man, we have a lot of really cool things. We just announced and showed off our new shirt design, which is
You
fucking
guys.
super rad. I got the old
It
one
is so
here.
great.
Derek Eyeball Soup went and did another big drawing for us, and I'm super stoked to have that for everybody to grab.
For sure.
We're also working on getting Anna added to some of the art from our friend Jason. So that's going to be coming out over the next month or so. He's working on it currently right now.
Very nice.
Right meow.
Right now.
This second. This
Yeah.
very second. There's
Probably,
a pencil in
yeah.
his hand.
He's a professional.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And Anna's also going to be doing something really fun this month, and she's going to be talking about Yellow Jackets over on Patreon. So if you guys want to
So
support
excited.
us, it's only $1 a month. You guys get all the episodes at least a week early, which is insane. I
Mhm.
feel like a lot of people who do Patreon, it's like you get like a day early. We do a fucking week.
Yeah.
Come on.
You guys eat good over there for $1. You can't
Yeah.
eat that good at McDonald's.
No,
Not
The,
anymore.
not anymore.
the dollar menu is non-existent anywhere
Doesn't-
anymore.
It's gone.
Not
No.
at the
Yep.
Barons. We've got the
Nope.
true dollar menu.
Hell
There
yeah.
it is.
And also,
You like what you see?
also, if you're a Patreon, when the shirt design does drop and we announce when we're doing it, you guys get it first and discounted.
Heck
So,
yes.
What?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
man.
Mm-hmm.
Charge
Um,
them more. Patreon should be more. Charge them more.
Yeah. I mean,
Charlie.
Patreon
I gotta
pays
give it to the
double.
people.
They pay double.
But yeah, we're closing out. This is our last full moon January. I know that we're dipping into February when this is releasing, but
That's
we
my
just
bad, y'all.
made. It's okay. It's okay because we're
It's
starting
fine.
February with some pretty awesome movies, and like we said earlier, we're going to be getting some of those sticky, wet, squishy, smushy, red colored
Yeah.
shit everywhere, man. It's going to be
Yeah.
a great
Boys.
month.
Anna, go ahead and fill them
Blood.
in what we're doing for the first episode of February.
So we are kicking off Bloody February with my favorite horror movie from the last 5 years, X.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Gonna give it to you.
Fuck yeah. I'm stoked.
we need
I'm
that
really
drop
stoked.
for that episode. But we do have a
Oh.
very special guest. We had to bring our brother Pete over here, my fellow degenerate who loves movies like this. And we're very excited to have him on to help kick the month off.
Hell yeah. But yeah, that's
Okay.
pretty much all we have going on here. Just keep an eye on socials. We're very active on Instagram right now. I'm trying to get off some other social media because it's just brain rot everywhere. But Instagram's pretty
Instagram's
good.
where it's at. Yeah. Our
Instagram's
little
really good.
hub, our community pretty
And,
much gathers on Instagram.
I have to thank Anna and Dustin for holding down the fort over on Instagram. They've been pushing shit hard, and you guys saving grace, seriously. So if you guys are enjoying the show, make sure you go over there, look at our reels, look at all the announcements we have, and yeah, a lot more to come this year.
Yeah.
God.
Thanks again, Charlie. We'll see you soon.
Hell yeah, man!
Hey.
Thank you.
Eh.
For bringing me on Robot Wars.
Thanks for doing this solid for me. I mean, you didn't have to. I sent
I
the
did.
list, and you were like,
You did. You did, but I had a reason. I had
Yeah.
to vindicate young me. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing
That's
wrong.
right.
Go
with
back
Closure.
in time to that moment. You could put your hand on his shoulder and be like,
High
You're-
five, bro. He's like,
You're
he's like,
right.
Little hand. He's like, yeah.
Closure is very important.
for sure.
Oh man.
All right.
Alrighty. We'll see you guys in a few days for our 50th episode
What-
of Essential Picks.
Which
What did you
one?
just say?
50. It's big,
Fuck.
big 50, y'all.
50.
50.
Damn.
50.
About Tree
Yeah.
Fitty.
About Tree 50.
Yeah,
And it's going to be an epic episode. So until
Oh.
then, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Later.
Bye, everybody.